Back from the dead.
Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos back with you once again. Let's talk Mill Creek. I've got a ton of titles to let you guys know about and give you my mini reviews. First up, a whole bunch of documentaries. I'm going to start with this one right here, Alien Agenda, 4 documentary collection. Now, these are actual documentaries. I was under the impression that these were, 45-minute, maybe half-hour, 1-hour TV show kind of specials. But no, these are full-on documentaries. Most of these are over an hour long. Specifically, I'm referencing Alien, a Reptilian Legacy, which I believe is an hour and 20 minutes. Then I think the next one, the next longest one, I believe, is Alien Agenda, is almost 90 minutes. So these are pretty lengthy documentaries. These are full-on documentaries. Now, I'm a big UFO fan. I'm a big fan of the paranormal and things like that. So I've seen most of these documentaries in the past, or at least material used from them or material that they use. So for me, this is all kind of old information, but if you're just getting into the alien topic, now that it's back in the media, thanks to some new developments, which is really great. Maybe I'll talk about my interest in aliens one day. Then this is a good place to start. A little bit of everything. The next one here is Knights Templar and the Freemasons. Again, longer documentaries than I was expecting. You get 4 here. Knights Templar, Rise and Fall, Legend of the Grail, Illuminati, The Grand Illusion, Angels, Demons, and Freemasons. There is a lot. 3 hours runtime, nearly 4 hours runtime. So yeah, these aren't as long as the alien ones, but still pretty good stuff that you would see on the History Channel. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes shenanigans having to do with the Freemasons and the Templars and all that stuff, and Angels and Demons, I think specifically referencing stuff like Holy Blood, Holy Grail, which is an amazing book. Great bunch of documentaries here, lots of stuff to dig into. Another one is alien-related, which always tickles my fancy. I would never turn down an alien documentary or a paranormal, ghost documentary. Love those. Here we have the Anunnaki, Aliens in Egypt, Alien Encounters in America, and Alien Contact Outer Space. Honestly, only 2 of those are ancient alien material. The rest are just kind of random. But I did really love Alien Contact Outer Space. I thought that was great. And the Anunnaki story is so interesting. It's going to blow your mind. There's some really good stuff in here. And I do recommend it if you're into ancient aliens or if you're into alien stuff in general. I love these documentaries. Then you have New World Order, American Apocalypse. This is a little, it's a little conspiracy theorist, kind of nutty pajamas. 666, New World Order, American, Illuminati, 1 and 2, and then A War Over Reality. This runs about close to 5 hours, I'd say. But I would, I don't know. This wasn't my favorite one. I think this was a little more nutty cuckoo pajamas. For the conspiracy theorist minded. I think you'll dig it if you're really into conspiracy theories. There's a lot of good stuff. The American Illuminati ones are very interesting, but I think sometimes they go a little too overboard. So keep that in mind. They're not necessarily politically bent, but politics are always under the surface. So do keep that in mind. So that is New World Order, the Ancient Alien Enigma, Knights Templar and the Freemasons, and my favorite, Alien Agenda. These 4 documentaries are available now. They're only on DVD. But if you're into History Channel, Learning Channel, those kind of documentaries, then you will definitely need to have this in your collection, and I am a proud owner of such. Of course, I must mention, these were sent to me free for screening purposes. Thanks, Mill Creek, for sending them to me. Do I recommend them for the layperson who has no interest in these? Obviously not. You have to have an interest in this kind of stuff. But honestly, if you have a deep interest, like me, if you've watched stuff like this for years and years and years, there's nothing new here. And that's just me being completely honest with you. Okay, on to the movies. It's time to talk butts and skulls, but before we do that, I want to bring up an older title, which I just got around to. This was also sent to me by Mill Creek for review, and it's been a while. I honestly just lost it in a stack of stuff, and I just got to it. Neighbors, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, Directed by John Avildsen. How the hell have I not heard of this movie? This is a new one to me. First time I'd ever seen it. And I'm surprised that it passed me by. Kathy Moriarty's in this. An amazing cast. Then I watched it, and I realized why I'd never heard of it before. Because no one talks about it, because it's not very good. I really didn't like this movie. I honestly found it a chore to sit through. It's honestly kind of painful. It's about, John Belushi sort of playing out of type, against type, I should say, as a sort of a blue-collar, regular family man. And then Dan Aykroyd and Kathy Moriarty are crazy neighbors that move in next door and sort of like change up his life in weird and interesting ways, and in ways that don't honestly make any sense. I didn't like it, so I can't really recommend it, but it is available here in this VHS-style slipcase, which I'm sure is still available. It is a comedy, but really only loosely in my estimation. Okay, next, let's go Skulls Trilogy. Everybody's favorite trilogy, the Skulls Trilogy. Let's be honest, I don't think many people knew that there was a third Skulls movie. This is a very loose trilogy. I honestly would not even call this a trilogy because they're not connected whatsoever. As a matter of fact, the Skulls, the first movie is great. Skulls 2 is almost an exact goddamn remake of the first one, so it almost cancels itself out. They even cast a guy that looks exactly like Joshua Jackson. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. He's really good. Joshua Jackson is really good in the first one. I think it's a really solid thriller for the most part. Very interesting topics like secret societies in college. Joshua Jackson should have had a bigger career. It's a shame that he didn't. He should have had a bigger career than he did. I think he's excellent. He's just a very genuine actor, and I really like that. Runs just over 5 hours for all three movies. All three movies are about an hour and 40 minutes long. And I will say, after the disappointment I had with part 2, where they could have gone in a different direction, and they don't, they almost exactly, scene for scene, location for location, copy the first movie. And the same plot. It's another murder plot. After that one, I was burnt out on this trilogy, and I was hoping the third one would come through and provide something unique. The third one, the only big change is it's a girl now. It's Claire Kramer, and she's being pledged to the Skulls, and there's another murder thing. I feel like there's so much room for improvement in the story. There's so much room to grow, so much rich, fertile material, and they do not explore it. So this is a pretty poor trilogy, unconnected, except for the fact that they're all Skulls movie, but they are essentially remakes of the first movie. So no, I don't recommend it, but if you like the Skulls, I think you will enjoy the first movie. Revisiting that, I think it still holds up pretty well. It's nice to see Paul Walker, way before his Fast and Furious days. And Joshua Jackson I think is excellent. Leslie Bibb is beautiful in the film as well. 2 and 3 are honestly pointless rehashes, and you could skip it. So do I recommend it? No, I don't. But it is available here if you're interested. If you are a fan of the trilogy, then hey, here you go. It's on Blu-ray. No special features, unfortunately. This was also sent to me by Mill Creek for review for free, just so you know. I do not get paid to pass on movies and say, hey, pick it up. It's awesome, just because I got it for free. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I'll give you my honest opinion. It's available. I wouldn't recommend it myself, but if you like it, here it is. Last but not least, well, I guess kind of least, Sight Out, starring my pal C. Thomas Howell. I made a movie with him a long time ago called The Day the Earth Stopped. I was on the crew of that. He was he was directing and starring in it. Not very good. But anyway, look at his big old butt on the cover. I wish this would really play out in the movie, except for the fact, that there are girls in bikinis. There is no nudity in this movie, so this is sort of a cheat. The movie is 100% sweaty dudes playing volleyball. And that's boring as hell. That's boring as hell. I had never seen this one, or if I did, I completely blocked it out. I do not remember this movie at all. In my 80s, burgeoning cinema goer years. Side Out. I'm not a big sports fan normally, and I'm not a big volleyball fan at all. I do like a good sports movie, but this was just boring. The volleyball scenes were boring. I did like the character stuff. Terry Kaiser's in this, which is really good. Peter Horton is really good in this. Courtney Thorne-Smith is in it. She's beautiful. But the movie overall is way too fucking long, almost 2 hours, and it was a little boring, honestly. Basically, it's a volleyball movie. C. Thomas Howell is a lawyer. He falls in love with volleyball. He gives up being a lawyer to be a professional volleyball player. And that's it. That's your movie. I don't recommend it, but if you like 80s sports movies, 80s beach movies, this isn't even really a comedy. I wouldn't even call this a sex comedy because there's no sex in it, really. If you like 80s sports movies, then I think you could do worse. This is definitely way better than something like Surf 2. This actually has a plot and character development. Well, that was just garbage. So, mild recommendation on Side Out, but you need to know what you're getting yourself into. It's not a sex comedy. There's no nudity. It's just sweaty dudes playing volleyball. So if that floats your boat, there you go. I do love this packaging very much. I think that is very cool. All right, we got one more thing to talk about, and it's ultra cool. Ultraman Zero, The Chronicle. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't know where this lies in the timeline of the Ultraman series. I thought there was, literally 2 shows. Two different, series of Ultraman. Turns out there's 800, and I've lost count. I started late, to be fair, with the Mill Creek sets, and now I'm lost. I have no idea where this lies, and so I apologize for giving you a poor review in terms of the content and the timeline and the material. But feel free to pause that and read at your leisure to give you a little bit more idea. Those following along at home will probably know what this is anyway. So you don't need me to give you my thumbs up and thumbs down on it. This is Region A, and it runs almost 11 hours. Okay, Ultraman. I opened it up so you can take a look at it. Here's the M-Ray case. I do love the artwork spread here. Let me see if I can try to do this with one hand here. Here's the artwork spread. Looks really nice. Here you get the discs in this packaging. They are sort of super, squished together there. I think it's 4 discs, so you get 2, and then 2 there as well. Whatever. It saves space, I suppose. Hopefully they don't scratch, but it is what it is. And then you get a little artwork on the back there. No booklet, at least not the version that I got. But here is Ultraman Zero, The Chronicle, and it is available now. I don't know how many episodes come in this one. I don't know if it says. It's definitely over 23 because disc 3 has 23. So I don't know. Let's crack it. Let's open this up and see what we got here. Okay, a disc for 27 episodes, and there's a little artwork back there. Nice. So there you go. Ultraman Zero. This is available now. Ultraman fans, you probably already have this. But for those of you curious, there you go. This is available now with this interesting slip. Looks like there's 800 new Ultraman characters. Damn, it's hard to keep track. This might be a newer one too. I don't know. I'm not well versed in this, but it says English dubs Ultraman Zero: The Revenge of Belial and Ultraman Saga. I think maybe those are episodes, and then the rest are subtitled. I don't know. But anyway, Ultraman Zero available now from Mill Creek. There you go, baby doe. That'll do it for today's Mill Creek deep dive. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at these titles that are available now. I think you could find them on Amazon and places like that, to Best Buy. Let me know if there's any one of these that you'll be picking up. I'm curious if any of these float your boat, and if I've inspired you to pick any of them up, please let me know. For now, signing off, this has been your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos. Take care of yourselves. I love you very much, and until we meet again, here is a butt.